Why do I always put the notebook down crooked? Okay. I don't want to talk about programming today. I want to talk about kitties. If I had lots of time, I would draw nice kitties. But I don't, so I'm going to draw these kitties. I want a pink kitty too. That would be pretty good. This one's got a fuzzy tail. I think the purple one should have stripes. Nice. Okay. So this is a mom cat and this is a dad cat, let's say. And if they had baby kittens, some kitties would be purple and some would be pink, right? These are kittens. And this one's got a fuzzy tail. Let's put a pink kitten down. I think he should have his mom's tail or his dad's. I don't know what gender either cat is. It also probably wouldn't be that strange if, like, one kitty, and we'll give him a fuzzy tail, had, like, purple spots, but he was pink. I think cat genetics work like that. I think you can do that. Oh, stripes. Somebody needs stripes. You get stripes. So, why Bill Nye the Science Guy? Why? Why does this work this way? Why do the babies look like the mom and the dad? Inheritance, right? That's just science. We can also use inheritance in programming. And it works sort of the same way, except there's not a mom node and a dad node. There's just one node. We're going to use it on the question box. We could use it on anything in the game, but the question box is actually a really good example. So right now we've got a question box and it asks a question. I'm not writing the whole thing out. We'll just do this instead. And it's got a right answer and a wrong answer. We can just use the bare bones of that question box. And it'll work the same way. We don't have to recode it. But we can use inheritance to change the question. Right? Make sense? Let's go to Godot. It's very easy in Godot. I'll show you. I said it was easy and I did not lie. Go to scene, click new inherited scene. We want the question box.tscn to be the mommy daddy scene. I don't gender the question box. Let's just keep going. Oh my God, is my game still running? Let's turn that off. Anyway, you should get the exact same thing as question box.tscn. All of this stuff is yellow because it is currently inherited from its parent. So let's change some stuff. See label? I want a new question. So I'm going to click on label. I'm going to come over here to text. We using Godot 3 or 4. Let's make the first one 3 and the second one 4. Cool. Come up to question box. The button on the right is wrong, and the button on the this button's wrong. This button's right. So this needs to be checked off. I'm going to click save as. So scene, save scene as. And I've kind of been dumping everything in main because this is a really small project, but for the questions, I think I want them to have their own directory. See this? We're going to create a new folder and we're going to call it question, put a space in there, boxes. And I'm going to save this in there, but I'm going to call it question box 2.tscn. Save. Nailed it. I'm going to find my old question box. Question box.tscn, and I'm going to drag it up there. Okay, so we have a folder that's all questions. Very organized. Come back. There's a million ways to get to the main GD, but I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to click here and I'm going to click the little script, and I am now currently in main.gd, and it's immediately angry with me because we moved question box so it can't find it. Secretly, I don't like doing things through the preload. And this is why, because it matches a string and you move something and Godot's instantly like, why did you move that? I can't find it. How dare. We're going to tear it all up anyway, so I'm not worried about it. Instead, I'm going to come up here to, this actually is called declarations, where you declare all your variables. It doesn't actually matter where this goes, but I'm going to put it under our game spaces array because we're going to make another array and it just feels good to have them all together. So I'm going to type at export. Yep, var. I'm going to call this question underscore boxes. Type it, array. And this is going to be an array of these scenes over here. Great. Gray. Oh my goodness. Okay. Gray, the Gray engine you've been grading for, likes it when you type packed scene. And that's how it wants it typed for scenes. So we have an empty array of question boxes. You would hope that we'd come over here and it would pop up, but it doesn't. Poor K. Godot's being cranky is why. If you come down here to where you've got the red line, this is an editor error, and it will not update anything until this is fixed. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to comment the whole thing out just so it quits yelling. And right at the bottom, I'm going to type pass. Now, yeah, Godot's like, there's no errors. It's fine. And now it gives me my array. Go figure. Godot was just being cranky. If we open it up, right now we've got 2 questions. So, oh my God. 1, 2. If you were worried I wasn't running a Windows machine, you all know that now. Anyway, we've got 2 boxes, the array size 2. Incredible. Drag it in. Just like the spots, right? Drag it in. Cool. So let's make this make a little bit more sense. If you don't hush, load it. Hello. Load it. It doesn't like how I've loaded it. We'll work on that. Instance and add it, position it. The canvas layer is currently positioning it for me. I can actually delete that comment if I feel like it, and I do. We've technically already loaded it in this array. So we have load it taken care of too. Just to make sure that it does. Wait a minute. No, we don't. Hold on. I take that back. It's loaded, but not quite. Just to make sure that we don't always ask the same questions every time, we're going to shuffle this array like shuffling a deck of cards so that it's not always first question, second question, first question, second question. And shuffling is really easy in Godot. Question box, that's the name of the array. Good old GD script. It's whatever you think. No, it's not. It's question boxes. My God. Whatever you think. You type. Shuffle. And that will shuffle the array. So is it going to be 0 that comes up, or is it going to be 2 that comes up? Oh, it's going to be that day for me. That's fine. So we've got it shuffled. Let's load. Var question box now is going to equal. I want to take the one off of the top. So let's talk to the array question boxes. And there's a nice little function called front. I'm just going to take the one at the front of the array, going to pop it off. So var question box equals the top of it. Var question equals the instance of whatever one we decide, and then add it. Oh, deleted add in my little delete fit. I'll just put it back. It's the same thing. Canvas layer dot add child question. Let me check my work because I am Hot Mess Express today. Question boxes dot shuffle. Shuffle this up. Var question boxes equals question boxes dot front. So take the top off of whatever I've shuffled. Var question equals question box dot instantiate. So take this, instance it, stash it here, and then take the thing that I stashed and make it a child of canvas layer. Let's run it. And while it's loading and the little piece is moving and all that, let me just say that we are now dealing with random numbers, and it's very possible that we could get the same question every single time. So if that happens, great. I think we had that when we rolled the dice, didn't we? Let's see what question box comes up. Aha, hey, question box 2 came up. Are we using Godot 3 or Godot 4? We're using Godot 4. I did get it right. Thank you. Let's go again. See if we get the same question box. Technically, we do want to play to see that we get all of the question boxes come up. I have dealt with games before. Uh-oh. I mean, that is random. I've dealt with games before where I've done this kind of mechanic where like a random thing comes up and I've forgotten to add everything to the array. So it's like, oh, gee, question box 1 never came up. Yeah, because you didn't add it to the array. Let's see if we can get question box 1 to come up. Someday, Godot. Oh, did it? It's running. It just put it under everything. How strange. All right. I don't know if you can hear my cat playing in the background. He's designing his own game. The game is Tear Up Your Toys. Uh-oh. Surely. Huh. Okay, let's keep going. If this takes a few tries, then I might speed the footage up. I clicked too many times. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, that's a bug to fix. That is a bug to fix. I know exactly how to fix that too. I'm going to write that down. That's going to be next week's episode, maybe. 6. Haha! All right, there's question box 1, and let me write down that bug. Does Godot use signals? Yes. I'm so curious what's going to come up next. I bet it's question box 2. Do you want to see? It's question box 1. I don't know. We love random. All right. I am going to cut it here. You all have a wonderful one and take it easy.